welcome to the show where we are catching sight of many different types of artists from the Gulf Coast. I'm your host, Joel Lacy.
I'm your host, Joel Lacy.
You put that on TV. Bring you a look at many different types of artists from a slightly different perspective. As well as painters and potters, Catching Sight also brings you the art of surfing, skating, poetry, photography, and of course, music. We're coming to you from Beach Park in Pascagoula. And we welcome you to join us in catching sight of the great talent we have in our own backyard. So, we're going to start off with some pottery, and artist Shane Seacool demonstrating the art of Raku Firing at Seacool's Gallery in Ocean Springs.
Hi, I'm Sherry Seacool, owner of Seacool's Art Gallery and Pottery. Along with my husband Shane Seacool, we make pottery and do furniture here in downtown Ocean Springs. And we have Raku Firing events where we have our Raku kiln right out front. And Raku Firing is a way of firing pottery where you heat it up to 1800 degrees, and then once it's that hot you pull it out and put it into combustible material like newspaper or pine straw, and then you take that pottery, and once it comes out it turns black and metallic shiny colors, and it's very beautiful.
How is that one so different than the rest? Is it up?
It's an interesting process to watch, and we have events here where we do Raku firings, and we ask people to come and watch the events. You can find us here on Friday nights from 5 to 9 doing lots of Raku firings. Hope to see you there.
Thanks to Shane and Sherry Seacool for putting on the Raku Firing event. It's always cool to see people collectively participating in art projects. Seacool's gallery has regular events like this, so you can keep up with them here. Most of us are familiar with the art of woodworking, but some may not know right here on the Mississippi coast some great wooden surfboards have been made, including one by Shane Seacool, who we just saw. You might be asking yourself, why would anybody make a surfboard on the Mississippi Gulf Coast when there is no surf? We'll get to that question later. We caught sight of another artist from Ocean Springs who has made a replica of an early California longboard. This is Gabe Steptoe.
My name is Gabriel Tanner Steptoe. I am full of concepts, custom skateboards. This board right here is the Maripol Mauler. It's 11 foot long, 17 3/4 wide in the tail, 21.5 wide in the middle, 17 inches at the nose, and it's 2 3/4 inch thick. It has minimal rocker with a herringbone nose block, V-lam butt joint, tail block. And the fin, tail block and nose block are made out of black gum. Core is made out of juniper, which was hollowed out and sandwiched with the yellow pine, which was salvaged from Fort Maripol, hence the name Maripol Mauler. This board is inspired by the early Californians when they first went to Hawaii, where the boards themselves were probably right around 10 to 14 feet long and weighed in excess of 100 to 160 pounds, somewhere around there. This board weighs probably right around 80 to 90 pounds, so it's comparable to the weight of the early Californian chamber gold boards. And it took me about a month to do in my spare time.
Scared of that.
Joel Lacy, and we're catching sight of local artists. Looks like the surf isn't up to date. Usually we got dozens of surfers shooting the pier and whatnot. I'm joking. There's no surf in Pascagoula. Actually, none of the Mississippi coast has surf, unless you go to the south side of the Barrier Islands. But not too far from here, we have Dauphin Island, Alabama, which is where most surfers call home break. You got it, there's surf on Dauphin Island. There's even a surf shop, Blue Revival. We caught sight of owner Bob Duhay and a few other surfers on an early morning session.
Two hours of sleep, worked all night, full surf. It's a good breakfast, real good breakfast.
Nothing so lucid as the promise of dreams, but these pills I found just make me sleep. There is nothing quite so pure as the written words, my dear. The demons have swallowed treasures, replaced hymns with evil deeds, scrapped in chicken scratch compositions. In the black halls beneath this filthy city, laced in dirt, the new affair, all lost hearts and tragic heights. Just keep listening to my sanguine symphony, and I'll keep conducting the color of midnight. When the muse whispers, her forked tongue lulls me to sleep. Gravity doesn't grant me the privilege of failure. My bowels never break. I don't have to think. I don't stumble into anything. So I climb and I carve my initials in the bark. With the feather I found, it's all so contrived. My genes didn't promise me with the foresight of a sage, but I know how this will end, with apologies and ink on my page.
That was local artist Skyler Retreat from right here in Pascagoula. It takes a lot to be a good poet, especially when you really immerse yourself in your work. It was Leonard Cohen who said, "Poetry is just the evidence of life. If you're burning, well, poetry is just the ash." So if you or anyone you know is a poet or any kind of artist, and you want to be on the show, you can contact us right here. It's hard to go anywhere on the Gulf Coast and not catch sight of a musician. Downtown Pascagoula is no exception, where Fred's live music and eatery had the Michael Vincent Band. Michael is a very talented blues guitarist and songwriter who recently moved to the Gulf Coast. Catching Sight was there to see the amazing show.
Michael Vincent. I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts. I play the guitar and sing in the Michael Vincent Band.
Dan Mack, the bass player and the singer, well, backup singer,
A singer
in the Michael Vincent Band, and I'm from Guilford, New Hampshire.
I'm Dan Hewitt. I play drums. I'm from Concord, Massachusetts.
Stan and I have been playing since 5th grade. We met each other in 5th grade.
We picked up Dan in summer 2007. That's when we came together as a three-piece.
We just finished a new CD. Yeah. It'll be released on CD Baby, everything. MichaelVincentBand.com. Good to be back on the coast where the weather's a little warmer.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. You know, I came down as soon as I graduated high school, and I was alone. I wasn't with these guys, and it sucked. And but I had an awesome time with the musicians that I met and played with. The music didn't suck. It just kind of sucked a little bit.
You had to adjust to it.
Yeah, to adjust. Yeah, there's always adjustments, especially when you go 1,800 miles from home.
You gotta find new musicians to play with.
Yeah, you gotta find you figure out how to make your style fit with a bunch of other musicians, and it makes you a lot more universal as a musician. So me and Dan have been living in Gulfport for about a year and a half.
We all met in Guilford, New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's where we went to high school. And we were together all 4 years of high school, and that was pretty much where it was made.
Being down here really opened my eyes to a lot of different styles of music, reggae and country music
Southern
and
rock.
Southern rock, really. Because this is where this is where it was formed. The blues was too. I mean, the Southern rock is all blues. It's pretty much straightforward blues. But you find different ways to. I don't know. It's just what I want to hear, I guess. When I'm playing, it's all what I want to hear. I don't plan anything out. Just every night is different. Sometimes it really sucks. But every musician can relate to that.
Good nights and bad nights.
Oh yeah, but Dan has come a long way in the past year and a half. So he didn't sing before the past year. So our new album is going to feature actually a couple tracks with him on lead vocal and me doing harmony. You gonna talk? You gonna talk? Influences.
Talk about the influences. How jazz.
Talk to the camera, man. Look him in the eye.
My bigger influences are John Bonham from Zeppelin, who was one of my first, and Mitch Mitchell from Jimi Hendrix Experience, who had a big jazz influence, obviously. And I'm influenced by a lot of the people like Louis Bellson, Max Roach, Gene Krupa, all those old guys.
Thank you.
Michael Vincent Band.
Well, that's our first show. Really like to thank you all for sharing your time with us. I'd also like to thank WGD for having us on. You can catch sight with us right here on this time every week. Like I said before, if you'd like to be on the show or have any questions or comments, send an email right here. For Catching Sight, I'm Joel Lacy, leaving you with a quote from one of our famous local artists, Walter Anderson. Our lives improve only when we take chances. The first and most difficult risk we can take is to be honest with ourselves. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.